My name is AJ Cisse, and I'm here with...
Manny TV, the one and only,
Right.
I'm that guy.
Uh-huh.
Everybody knows it. Yeah.
Right.
I'm joking. My name's Manny. You already know me. It's my channel.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen me everywhere. I make a lot of noise. I'm trying to be consistent is what I keep saying, guys. I feel like every video I do, I'm trying to be consistent, but I'm going to get there.
Right.
And that consistency is going to come in 2025.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hence why we've got a podcast.
I'm loving that. And hey, shout out to the podcast. Shout out to you guys for listening. Yeah. Manny, talk to me. Talk to me,
Right. So, how do you feel about starting a podcast? First of all, guys, I actually want to welcome you because the podcast is called We Talk Too Much. Right. And why did we name it We Talk Too Much? Well, I just feel like we're a generation that we chat a lot. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, or what's it called now? X?
That's the one, yeah.
YouTube. All of that. People tell their business all the time. Now, that could be a good thing. That could be a bad thing. But I guess we're just here to talk a lot and actually share our opinions about things, which everybody's got an opinion, like everyone's got something else. But we're here to share good opinions, sometimes bad, and real life stuff, man. That's it, yeah. So...
That's my alarm, y'all. Let me be an unprofessional.
I can't believe you're waking up at this time of the day.
I said 20-minute time is to get tasks done because this year is about action, right? So I like to break up the hour. This is a little bit of a tangent, but I like to break up the hour into either 3 sets of 20 or 4 sets of 15. So that, you get it? So like in an hour, it's like, 15, that's 30. Another 15, that's 30. That's 1 hour, right? And in an hour, there's 20, that's 40, plus another 20, that's 60, which is an hour. So I can break up tasks into doing them in 3 or 4 so that I know, okay, I want to be done brushing my teeth in 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And then I want to be done doing this thing for the next time. And I want to be done, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then it just helps me to keep track. Yeah. Right. So that's what that was about.
Right. I am an educator. And I knew exactly what he was talking about. Right. Yeah. But anyway, let's... what the fuck? I was like, you just got on a whole tangent. Right. So, I think today, obviously, we're the recap. So this is the segment as part of We Talk Too Much, where maybe twice a month, once a month, we get together to recap what has happened in the previous month, how we're feeling, kind of just... touch base and see where we are mentally, what's gone on in the world, how it's impacted us, that sort of stuff. And I think getting AJ on was really good because he's so getting to know himself and wanting to know things, but also he's so opinionated about so much as well, even though he claims he likes to mind his own business.
I mind my business heavily, and to be honest, it's funny how you say that I'm quite opinionated. I wouldn't really say that. I just say that I have quite a unique perspective.
Okay.
And I am very committed to the I guess I don't want to say philosophy, but for lack of a better word, philosophy of like, if you don't know what you're saying, or if you don't know, just
shut your mouth, bro.
Contain, please. And I think me being on a podcast called We Talk Too Much, I think we need to be very mindful and very demure, before we open our mouths. I think it's important for us to think. I think before we put our shit out there into the world. Can I cuss? Can I cuss?
Yeah, go on.
Can I cuss?
Go on.
I think, that's for the blood pressure. I think people need to really ask themselves, is this kind? Is this honest? Is this the truth? And yeah. Sometimes buy a journal. Don't be going on Twitter and be saying everything that you think, But yeah, yeah.
Perfect. Well, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
How was your New Year? Going into the New Year.
Going into the New Year was I'd say it was quite stagnant for me because I've been coming out of a burnout. I'm the kind of person that will I work super hard, and I won't work in rest.
Yeah.
I won't work in time for myself. And that breaks me down over time. Like, I'm the kind of person that I really, really want to like, I like feeling, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I like feeling things being together and in order. And so I wake up early in the morning. I mean, I'm waking up 5 in the morning to go for a run. I'm waking up 5 in the morning to go to the gym.
To go for a run?
To go to the run. And I run to the gym and do my exercise and I do my this and do my that and make sure I'm eating right and da-da-da-da. But I don't work in enough rest into that. Okay. So I end up like burning out. So to start the new year, it was a bit of a slow start. Yeah. But it's interesting. At the beginning of the new year, I got a text from you saying Happy New Year. Yeah. The project that I want us to work on. And it was beautiful because it sort of created a little bit of momentum for me. Yeah. And it felt like the universe was telling me at that moment to get up, to stand up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I've been just like running. I feel like I've been like, I don't want to say running. I feel like I've been resting to compensate for all of the burnout, which is good to a degree, but I feel like I've been like bed rotting. Yeah. And you know, you saying, hey, let's do this podcast. Let's talk too much. You know what I'm saying? It was good. It was good for me to get out of that. And it's crazy because it coincided with other opportunities that seem to be telling me to get the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? I've been laying down. Yeah. I'm not going to give myself too much flack. I've been working, focusing on going to work. Actually, I spent the New Year's at work. Yeah, like I was doing a night shift. And so, you know, I wasn't doing anything. I didn't even like at the New Year, I didn't even set no resolutions. I just was like, okay, we're in the New Year. I'm trying to get my work. I've got my work up, got my money up a little bit because I started a new job. Good. And I got fired from the new job. Wait, whoa. Wait. Then I got fired from the new job. But at the same...
What'd you do?
All right. So I work in corporate security. Oh my God, should I be saying that while I'm drinking on?
Well, you know,
I'm an adult. I'm an adult. I can't drink and have a podcast. Right.
You know how like Americans always like, oh, I work in corporate America, but they never actually say where they work. But you work in corporate security.
No, but I work in corporate security, and what that role means is that I'm more or less a glorified receptionist. It's more of a service. People think when they think security, they think this big guy at the club, the bouncer that's not going to let you in, or this personal security where, you know, please step back, ma'am. Guys in suits type beat. But I'm wearing a suit, but instead of protecting people, I'm protecting a corporate building. So I do it on antisocial hours when people aren't around. So I'm protecting the building myself, making sure contractors get in, blah, 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 boring stuff, right?
Yeah. How'd you get fired?
I got fired because I took a couple passes home. I brought them back at the same day.
You took a couple what?
Like building passes home.
Oh, passes. Okay.
No, it wasn't the pass. It was the site phone. So I took the site phone home a couple times. I just feel like the people that were really complaining. Do you know what I'm saying? They were complaining about like just little things. Fair. And the firing was kind of circumstantial. Like, like I don't want to get into all of the details because I think it's going to I don't want to get messy and legal or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I think
you're really saying the truth.
I'm just being honest. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It is what it is. I just think I got fired because I was making a few mistakes. I can put my hands up and say that.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Everyone makes mistakes, but I just don't think they wanted any room for error. Okay. And there was little mistakes. Nobody died. Nothing was stolen. Everything was like okay. And all of the feedback I got, like the one other time that there was an issue, I adjusted myself, so it wasn't like that. But yeah,
everything happens for the greater
everything happens for a reason. I think the main thing that I want to take away from getting fired was the next day. So this is a chronology of my New Year's, and I'm gonna keep it quick because I know that I'm rambling. So it's like you called me on Friday. Like I think it was Friday, and you called me and said, hey, I've got this idea. You know, I sent you this Happy New Year message. You edit. I was like, listen.
Who, me?
You said it to me. Like, Right. And so like,
you don't like
Friday,
me.
It's not even that. So you called Innocent to call me. So I got the call from Innocent saying somebody wants to talk to you.
Yeah.
And then they passed the phone to Manny. And I'm like, Manny, oh my God, yay, good to see you. And so that was on Friday. I was like, Innocent was like, don't start trying to do your procrastination overthinking thing. Just say yes. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, AJ's a bit of an overthinker.
I'm a bit of an overthinker, and we're gonna get into that later on. English. English. I was like, when you're free, let's sort this out. I was like, are you free tomorrow? And then, we ended up
having a
meeting.
Yeah.
We made it work. We had a meeting, discussed the recap, came up with the name, the recap. I think
you came up with that. Yeah.
I'm not gonna take all the credit. I mean, it was just like, I just asked myself objectively, like, what are we doing? And then it's a recap. So it's the recap. So this is a recap, guys. And I hope you enjoy what we're going to get in today and also in the future. I'm very aware that this is our first time doing this.
Yes.
I'm very aware that this might not be perfect. It might be rough around the edges, and that's okay. I think as creatives, I'm speaking to you guys that are watching, as creatives, it's important to allow yourself to grow and allow yourself to be rough around the edges at the beginning. And I think we're going to get into some things that we're going to let go of in 2024 and leave in 2024. Yep. And we're going to unpack it. I've made some notes. I'm sure Manny's made some. Definitely Manny's made some notes.
I've made notes.
We're going to get into it. Yeah. But in conclusion, I just think the Friday I got a call. The Saturday, me and Manny set up something to solidify this date and other dates that, we're going to be filming and ideas and whatnot. And the next day, I get a call. It's Monday, I think, Monday now. I got a call from another person that I did a street interview with because I also do content on my own. Guys, check me out. Can we connect? Can we _connect on Instagram and on TikTok? And we're going to get into it later on. However, I'm back. I met this woman, Official F, shout out to her. And we ended up having an amazing conversation. I was asking her about love, and we ended up, it's usually just 5 minutes. 25-minute conversation. We were talking on the street. She called me randomly on Monday, 2-3 days after you called me. And she said that she wanted to invite me on for a show, and she wants to do an episode, and she wants us to collab. And
a podcast?
A podcast.
Oh, nice.
She wants me to be on her show. And I was like,
well, if she wants to invite me, that would be nice as
well. Right.
I'll do it.
Yeah. I mean, of course, but I
always know when black people are lying because they put on the next.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Go on.
What do you mean? No, but for real though. And then she called me, and then I was like, okay, yes. And then we set up a meeting for the following Friday. We had the meeting, but then the next day, this is Wednesday now. In fact, no, I'm still on. Actually, she called me on Monday, guys. The chronology.
Yeah, time order.
The time order of this storytelling. Bear with me, please, English. English. So Monday, I got a call from Fs. Let's go back. Friday, I got a call from Manny. We had a meeting on Saturday. Monday, I get a call from Fs. This is set up for the next Friday. Tuesday, I actually get fired and lose my job.
Oh, wow. Oh, God.
Wednesday, I get a call from a friend. I got a message from a friend.
Is that the job?
Yeah, for the job that I did in Cardiff just now.
Oh.
Right. So I did a supporting acting role in Cardiff that I've never done before. I've never done support acting in my life. But I wanted to I just got fired, and I'm in the spirit of just saying yes to everybody. So I said yes, and so literally my suitcase is behind that camera. I'm looking at the camera. I'm just coming back from Cardiff, or I stopped in Bristol for a little bit to see my friend.
You were in Germany the other day.
I was not in Germany. That was just fluff. You know what I'm saying?
You were capping.
I saw a building that looked like it was German.
Capping.
And I wanted to I did that on purpose to sort of illustrate the superficiality and how curated social media is. That's a complete other tangent. But yeah, that was a little social experiment. Social experiment. Yeah. I was not in Frankfurt, Germany, guys. I was not in Berlin or wherever. I said I was on my Instagram.
Frankfurt.
You know what I'm saying? I just saw a building that gave very much German, and I was like, we're gonna lie.
Can I just put it out there, guys? For the past few days, I thought to myself, why did I ask? For the past few days, he's going to do something. For the past few days, I was wondering, why did I ask AJ to do this podcast? Obviously, I want him to share his views and do all of that. But this guy's an actual model.
Oh, guys.
And he actually acts and does all that stuff. Now, don't get me wrong.
You're stretching
I look good as well. Obviously, I didn't comb my beard today, which is really annoying. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to look like mad ghetto in front of this guy that's an actual model. But it's fine.
Stop.
You know what? Positive vibes. I look good. The people that the bald head.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We like the daddy look.
Don't say that. Don't say
like
that.
It.
Don't say that.
We like it. I mean, everybody likes what they like, you know? And that's no shade. Like, for real.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But, like, you know, moving on.
What are we going to leave behind? So now we're in the new year.
Right.
What are we going to leave behind in... Oh, actually, before we do things that we're going to leave behind in 2024, what were some of the biggest moments of 2024? Good or bad?
You know, I have to say, my friends were really winning last year.
Okay.
My friends. Shout out to you, Bina. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Talking to you. I don't know if that's the cameras even on. No, but I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Because, and also my homeboy Martin, he put an He put an expedition together with him and his homies, and it was really beautiful to see them do their thing. It was inspiring because it's like, I'm here, a creative, trying to figure out my creativity. And I'm surrounded by people that are like taking action, whilst I'm here just sort of like trying to build my ideas and put them together, so that they make sense, so that I can tell a story that people understand and can connect with. But I'm seeing people just like, I'm seeing my friends. It's different when you see, you know, it's different when you like, you know, see people like they're doing their things, you know, you kind of know them.
Yeah.
But like when you have your friends, like I think one of the highlights for me last year was going to Paris with my friend Bina. It was the 9 of us, her and her band, her manager, and Martin. We all went, we all drove down to Paris, and we had an absolutely amazing time. We remember that success is in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I feel like when you see your friends winning, I think it's a sign that, okay, this is like, success is in the neighborhood. You can like, it's, you have access to it. You can go and touch it. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like sharing that with you guys. When you're seeing your friends doing well, don't be like having jealous spirits. Don't be having envious spirits. I know it's easy to be like, to want what they have. And jealousy is an emotion that, like, jealousy and envy are emotions that are signals that I think I heard Mel Robbins, a famous sort of motivational speaker and other things, I'm sure, say that like jealousy is like a sign. It's a signal that of desire. You want what they have. Because I'm not jealous of somebody that has blonde hair. I don't know, something that I don't want. I'm not jealous of something that
piercings, you know what I'm saying? On your eyes.
Like if you want to pierce your eyelids, like that's not something that I want. So why would I be jealous of that? So use that as a signal to be like, oh, this is something that I want. Let me try and figure out how I can do it.
Yeah.
Instead of like to transmute that energy into something positive. So I'd say that was something that was amazing for me, just being surrounded by
friends win.
My friends winning. That was like, and I'm big on that. I love supporting people that like when they're winning.
Yeah.
And, you know, doing that thing. So shout out to Martin, shout out to Bina, and if I've just because I'm forgetting anything, I'd say that was a major highlight last year. Just seeing my friends winning, whilst I'm still building, because I'm definitely building. And
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What about you? What was your highlights of the year? And also, how did you start the new year? Because I think we kind of skipped things a little.
Oh, how did I start this new year?
How did you start the new year? How was your new year? And also,
the new year was good. Yeah, I was with the people I love. You know, the new year started off really good. I felt comfortable. I didn't feel anxious about going into the new year. I went into this year knowing that things are going to change. Meaning I want to change jobs or job locations anyway. I've just finished my master's, which was last year, which is one of my big things for 2024.
Congratulations! Can we get a round of applause for
Thank
that,
you
please?
very much.
Put a little clap emoji in the comments down below.
Clap.
Yes.
Yeah. Clap.
Our masters.
I'm a master. Put some respect on my name. You know, I'm smart. Boom. I passed with a distinction, guys. I'm just going to say it because at the end of the day, you're going to see the graduation video. And I was gassed there and I'm gassed now. It was only the other day.
As you should be. What the hell? Of course.
And then maybe I'll get a PhD now.
All of these credentials, please.
Yeah, why not? But honestly, you lot can't talk to me if I'm a doctor. Don't you dare call me Manny. Doctor.
It has to be. You have to put the doctor in the front.
If you don't put the doctor, I'm actually not going to answer you.
After those years and blood and sweat and tears.
Even the 1 year that I did, and I was sweating blood. That is not it. No. So if I become a doctor, when I become a doctor, I'm not going to lie to you. You lot cannot talk to me without referring to me as doctor. And if you want to say I'm big-headed, yeah, I got a big head already. Right. And it will get even bigger.
Right.
But anyway, like I was saying, 2025, sorry, it started off really, really well. I know there's going to be change, but I'm looking forward to it. Positive energy only.
Right.
So that's what I'm aiming for this year. Last year took me through changes.
Yeah.
I think I was really overwhelmed last year. There were many positives, so many positives. There were many positives, but the two positives I can think of in my head right now, I think were really significant to my life and really changed my life today. Right. Be it love or whatever, they were very significant to me. But there were so many hard things last year. And I think I was just being tested last year because I was mid-masters, working full-time, doing a full-time masters, health struggles, family-wise, and trying to stay afloat, and then a lot of social media drama, people not happy with projects I put out and them having to come down. Right. Just so much happened. And I feel like I kind of just coasted through the year, although still enjoying it, but I was very tunnel vision onto what I wanted, and which is what I wanted was the Masters. So no matter whatever was going around me, I prioritized everything as and where they needed to be. Right. And I'm glad I made it out of 2024.
How did you overcome those challenges? Because I think a lot of people struggle with like going through a lot of changes and a lot of like pressure.
Yeah.
So how did you, when the pressure was on?
I just compartmentalized my stress.
Right.
I compartmentalized my stress. I think I sat down and I kind of thought to myself, okay, this is going on. Right. What am I going to do? I just couldn't allow me to make a decision emotionally. I had to think very logically about everything I did. Because if I made an emotional decision, I would probably have crumbled. So everything was very emotional, which in hindsight, would I have rather get the emotions out? Yes. Hence why I got therapy.
Right.
But
yeah, you mentioned that you started therapy.
Yeah. But I think in the time, it was the best decision to make, and I don't think I would make a different decision again. And I think
so this sounds like sacrifice to me.
Yeah, it's sacrifice. It's sacrifice. Sacrifice time, sacrifice going out with your friends, sacrifice being by yourself. And I moved house as well. All in the midst. I became homeless. Yeesh. Not really homeless. I went to live with my cousin, but I became homeless. I did so much, like all in the same space of time. And it took me through changes, but I was just like, okay, it's fine. Just one after the other. Okay, I did. And I did everything with just like a positive vibe, which is so rare. But I think also because I've been through so much in my life already, there's not much that could shake me or make me like super emotional. I'm very much like, I've been through worse. We will get out of this and I'll make it to the other side.
So resilience.
Resilience.
From past experiences. Which is something I want to talk about for a second, because it's like, I was speaking to my homegirl and she was talking about how when she started a new job, she didn't know what the fuck she was doing. She felt so out of place. She was working in some sort of university, but on the medical sort of side, like medical admin type. I'm sorry about misquoting your job now, but she just was like, they were telling her there's no room for error. Like, because you have to maintain high standards, because if you don't submit an email with like the right thing or the wrong thing, people can, it's just people's health. You know what I'm saying? It's sensitive. Sure. It's a very sensitive, very high stakes job. And it's like, at the beginning, she didn't know what she was doing. She had no idea what was going on. And she started to overcome the more time that, she spent doing what she was doing. She's on the job. She's learning new things. It's like, it took time, but she got to the point where it's like, she's one of the major players. She did a performance review recently where the managers told her that, like, you're one of the key players. Like, she was like saying recently, there's nothing that they can ask her that she won't know.
Okay.
And so it's like, but at the beginning, she was like, struggling, but now she's on top of it. Yeah. And I think it's a game of resilience, this life thing. I think when you go through things like how you've been going through, how last year, like it went, and also the things that you've gone through before.
Yeah.
that has helped you to like get to this point and go over and make the sacrifices that you need temporarily for you to like be a master's and be a graduate, you know, to be the king, the emperor, the lion, the lion is here.
Yeah.
I butchered that, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's word to shout out to your resilience.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so 2024, that's what it was for me. It was some big moments. But let's have a think about big moments. I know you're not really big on socials or looking at what's going on, but
I mind my business.
You mind your business.
Very much so.
That's what I like to tell people. Just mind your business.
Yeah, man.
Just mind your business. Just mind your business. Yeah. But what were some of the biggest things maybe that, or should I share something I found? Some of the biggest moments that happened in 2024 on social media or online or in person?
Let me just refer to my phone because my memory these days.
Should I go?
You go in the meantime. Let me just look through my phone to see if
So one thing I made a note of, which actually was kind of interesting. I don't watch Love Island.
Right.
At all. I don't watch Love Island at all. But what I did find out, at the time anyways, is that no black person had won Love Island till this couple that aren't together anymore. Don't you feel like the Love Island people, they just seem to be together on the show, and then give it 6 months, they break up. Especially when the deals dry up.
This is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
This is what I'm hearing. I'm gonna just preface it by saying that I'm not like a Love Island head. I've watched like maybe 3 episodes in past.
You've watched more than me.
Well,
I watched half a Love Island episode.
I do feel like there's always an issue of like black couples. So talking about race, like I don't actually know how this. Let me calm down. What's the structure of Love Island? Do you know anything about that?
There are boys, there are girls,
and then
they move to each other and they date. And when they kiss, it becomes a big thing.
How are the winners decided? Like, I don't get that.
People vote.
Yeah.
People vote. Right. I think people vote.
So, yeah.
And then they're like, the winner of Love Island is Mimi and Josh.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So each episode, I'm guessing they must get voted who wants to come, who wants to remain, who wants to leave.
I think people, if they don't get coupled up from what I remember, what I know.
Right.
If they don't get coupled up, they get voted off the island.
Okay.
I'm assuming.
Right.
It's kind of like Survivor, but
it's by force. So why would you expect people to stay after the relationship if?
But it has worked for some people, like Indian Dami.
Indian Dami, obviously. Yeah,
really, they should have won.
They look great.
Yeah, they look
obviously,
very
you never know what's inside somebody's relationship.
This is true.
Is what it is on social media. Just like I was in Frankfurt last week.
Yes,
but
this
really
is true.
In Cardiff.
Yeah.
So it's like social media is all about perception. And so it's like I want people to be very aware. This is all curated content, and for you, when you're going out into the world, remember that. And when you're about to tweet and to respond to something, remember that people are showing you what they want to see. They're not going to show you what it actually really is all the time. Yeah, everybody's genuine, and that's what I'm learning. But at the same time, no shade to like Dami. I love y'all.
Of course, yeah. But what I will say is that, to be honest, take the wins for what we can.
Right.
Us black people don't get many of those,
right.
So we need to milk it.
I'm gonna celebrate. I feel like the representation in the last couple of years has really, really improved, and so let's take it where we are. I think these are the first people that are doing it.
Mimi and Josh.
It's sad that in 2024, 2025, where we are right now, it's like people are just now like we're still having so many firsts as black people. Yeah. But I'm grateful. I'm here for it. Let's keep having firsts.
And so essentially, Mimi and Josh, they made history as the first black couple who are no longer together to win Love Island UK.
Right.
Yeah, but you know what? More power to them. At least they've made history of some sort of history. Probably not going to be in a textbook, but it's history. But then also here's a sad one, and this one I don't really. Obviously, I have a friend that was at the march for this boy. His name is Marcus Fakana, I think his last name is.
Right.
And he was sent to prison. And he's only 18 years old for getting into a sexual relationship, I would say, with a girl in Dubai. But now he's been sentenced to 1 year in prison, in a Dubai prison. Right. And only 18 years old. What do you think I think that's...
I mean, like, from what I read, he was 18, she was 17.
Yeah.
But this was in the UK. It was not in the UK. You have to respect the laws
Yeah, of
of
course,
wherever
of
you
course.
are. That being said, I don't know the laws of what they're saying,
I
but
don't
clearly
know. Yeah.
they're not happy with him being 18 and her being like her being 17.
Yeah.
Man, I think it's sad. I think it's unfortunate. I think people just need to be more careful when they're going out to different places. I get it, man. Like, you're 18, she's 17. If this was the UK, would it be an issue?
No.
Do you know what I'm saying? But just because it's in a different land, here we are.
So do you think his race had anything to do with it? It's a tricky one.
To be honest, I don't have enough details to sort of say that.
Yeah.
I don't want to like say, oh yeah, they were profiling, da da da. It doesn't make sense for me to say that.
And then the last one I put there was Young Philly. And his SA charges.
Right. I don't know why when I saw this in the notes that I was like a little bit uncomfortable to speak about.
Really?
I have no qualms, but I don't know. I just think these guys are really big.
Yeah, I know.
Do I really want to be contributing?
Do I want to contribute to that?
What if I say something?
But it is a big moment of 2024.
It is definitely a big moment of.
I think it's just sad, to be honest. I think it's just sad because Philly as a content creator and bear in mind, nothing has been confirmed or, no one's pleaded guilty or anything.
Right,
nothing's been officiated. But I think, unfortunately for the brand that is Young Philly, obviously, if he did whatever he did or whatever was not done, for the brand Young Philly to be associated with such charges is so damaging.
I have that.
Yeah, and I don't know. And even forget the brand. As a person, you don't want to Google your name, and that's the first thing that comes up.
I mean, like, it's crazy. Like, when you see, it's really annoying. Like, if I sort of empathize with Philly for a second here and like put myself in his perspective.
Of course.
Don't clip this, y'all. Don't clip this, y'all. All right, but to sort of like go online, the first thing you see is you walking through an airport in handcuffs.
Yeah.
And other brands are gonna, like, when you're trying to work out with them, they're gonna research you, Young Philly, and they're gonna see that as part of your record, as a part of, like, I don't want to say a legacy, but it's there.
It's there.
And it's just like, there's the truth and then there's what really happened. It's like, I really hope that, from my understanding, and this is my perspective, my opinion, and from what I've seen, I don't know, and I could be wrong, but at the same time, I saw some statements about how the lady that had done what she had done with Philly was like, she set that up, like she was,
I heard
looking
that.
for a bag type thing.
I saw like,
you know what I'm saying? There was some things like that, but you never know what's true, what's not. Allegedly. So let's just say that talk about ourselves legally, whatever. But I do think it's sad. Young Philly is like quite an honest, quite from my he's a personality. He's very loud. It seems like at moments when I watch his content, he's been very open about like certain things, mental health, and just like, I'm sure he's private to certain degrees and keeps certain things to himself. But like, he seems like quite like I will just tell you how I'm feeling, what it is. What it seems like what you see is what you get kind of guy.
I think what I find really annoying is when things like this happen, particularly if it's Philly or Diddy or whatever. Although Diddy, different case. Social media is it's a thing because even if it's one little problem, let's say I spilt that buzzball and it committed a global crime, then they will clip every possible clip they can find and link it to me spilling that buzzball causing a global crime. Do you get what I mean? And it's like, sometimes social media tends to take clips out of context.
It tends to. That's all social media is about. And this is what I'm saying. It's all about perception. It's like, I lied on social media and said I was in Frankfurt last week just because I was like, I'm going to talk about this later on. Because I wanted to.
So you set that up?
I set that up. But, life is a long game. So I'm going to play the long game. And people are going to see like, they thought I was in Frankfurt. You know what I'm saying? It's very easy for you to create a perception of what you want people to think about you online. I could post all of the good stuff.
Yeah.
I could tell a story. It's all storytelling. You thought I was in Frankfurt. You know what I'm saying? And that, in a way, can build a story about like, okay, what does he do for work? Or like, I even had somebody DM me, what do you do for work? Or do you know what I'm saying? Because it creates like an interest, or it can create like this or perception. But perception is not reality.
Yes.
I think people need to remember that.
I always say that actually, because there was a point prior to studying, there was a point where I was always posting. All my socials were constantly active. I was that person. but people always felt like they knew my whole life.
Right.
They were like, oh my God, you do this all the time, or you do this all the time, or you're always around this person. And I was like, if only you knew the real story. Bear in mind, a lot of my videos or that I post will be in time, but there are certain people I will never allow you to see. I'll never allow you to see the closest people to me. Don't get me wrong. My best friends are usually on my video, like Chris or Richard, and they're all in my videos, but they happen to be in my videos. But at the same time, you will never ever see my mum in any video. You will never ever see who I'm in a relationship in any video. You would never see my personal private, because it's not personal, it's private.
It's private.
But some people like to make their private personal.
Yeah.
That's not my case.
Yeah.
But I open as much, probably you get a good 70% of my life.
Right.
But that 30 is mine.
Yes.
And they didn't sign up to YouTube or social media like I did.
Right.
So I'm happy for you to make any comment about me. Be nice. But I can't allow any comments about my mother. Or, you know, or like
I get
my relationship.
People like, this is what, going back to what I was saying at the beginning, people need to be more mindful and more demure. I know we spoke about that the other day, but they do, before you go online, like, think like that's an actual person.
Yeah.
And people don't think like that. And it's like, even sometimes it's easy to just like see so many people on a screen and forget that there's actually another person responding to you. It's not just a computer generating a person. And like, not every people, like, we're not just all NPCs walking around here. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, anyway. Man, but coming back to I think
big moments
of 2024. What else would you say was a big moment for you?
For me personally, or just
for you, and also for the world, just like
for me, I probably would say a big moment for me last year was kind of, I think I found my footing. I found myself a lot more last year. I was very calm mentally last year, even with all the madness. I was very calm mentally last year. And yeah, I was just I wish I went out a lot more though. But then circumstances, you know.
Right, you have to sacrifice, man.
But yeah, I feel like I'm getting old though. God, I feel last year was the point where I was like, geez, I'm old now. Right. But it's so funny. Last year, I had loads of people say to me, you should go back and do music.
Right.
And I'm like, why?
Right. Why
like,
not?
I should go back and songwrite and stuff. And I'm like, I'm an old guy now. Like, the last time I used to write music or like produce, there was no streaming. There was no Spotify. There was no Apple Music. Maybe there was Apple Music. I don't know.
A new landscape.
So it's a whole new market of music. And do I like the music that's out today? Maybe not. Do I think people sing? No, I don't. I feel like they talk. Do I feel like we've got true rappers? Not as much anymore. It's just a personal opinion. But would I enjoy being back in the music industry? I don't know. I don't know. This is very deep conversation, guys.
This reminds me of something that I'm currently going through myself with acting. I've just done extra work, and someone was encouraging me to like go for like more roles and stuff like that. I'm seriously considering it, but I'm like, is this for me? Isn't this for me? Am I gonna like, what does that entail? Like, you know, I'm gonna have to like learn lines and all this stuff, and I'm like, is this like for me? Is this what I want? I'm gonna be like, because I've been on set a few times where there's a director, there's obviously runners, and there's like a cameraman, and like they're walking around with the big cameras or the big massive crane. Yeah, I've been on set, and it's not easy. I don't know if I want to do that. I'm seeing a hand is raised in the classroom.
I feel you on that 100%. I don't think many people know. I don't think anybody knows, with the exception of my best friend, or one of my best friends, Mark. Shout out to Mark. I've known him for 23 years, which is a long time.
Yeah, it sounds like.
And he's the only person that knew that I was meant to be an actor in the beginning.
Really?
Before music came into my life, before me chatting rubbish and all of that, acting was my thing. And I did consider going back into acting. Like I did very much theatre acting, and you know, I did a couple TV shows here and there, but they're more reality shows. And I did consider going back into acting, but your same struggle of like, what is that going to be? Like, am I going to go to class? Am I going to read lines? I can't even read.
Like English alone, just the language, the one language that I can speak, I can't even speak well. We're going to talk about that.
But yeah, go on, continue. So I resonate with that so much. Yeah. But yeah, go on. Sorry.
No, that's what I was trying to say. Like, really, I think with acting, I don't really know if it's the time for me to do that. But at the same time, like this opportunity,
why not?
FA, I was watching a film today, and I was like, wow, all of these extra people that aren't the main cast are extras.
Yeah,
they're supporting acts, and so it's like, you know, I was watching Divergent today. I actually like that movie. I like sort of the little details. Apparently, there's a book for it. I'm probably going to read it at some point because I'm a nerd. But at the same time, where was I going again now?
Extras.
I feel like my response is a fair-based one, and yeah, that's something I want to leave in 2024. Thinking. Overthinking.
Shout out to the extras out there. I was a supporting actor in Kingsman 2. The Golden Circle. That was great. It was a very long shoot. I didn't make it into the film, but I got paid.
Right.
I got my money. Took a while, but I got my money. It was a very long shoot. It was in London Bridge. In the film, I think there's like a car chase moment. That's the scene we did all night. We shut down the whole road, the whole road going to like Blackfriars from like London Bridge.
Crazy.
But it was a great shoot. It was a brilliant shoot. Really good food.
Yeah, they be feeding you.
They be feeding.
Sometimes they be feeding you right. Apparently, sometimes they be just be like, you know, the quality of.
But this was a Warner production.
It was a Warner production. Yeah, they better come with that. They better come with that one. They better come with that check.
Yeah.
And they better come with that fucking
meal. Yeah, 100%. Right. So not to wrap it up, but what things will you leave behind in 2024?
You know,
before you even go on, you've done this thing 3 times.
What?
And I need people to leave it behind in 2024. Like, I actually don't want to hear it in 2025. And it's that bloody phrase, demure. Let me tell you something. Prior to 2024, in 2023, you lots didn't even, that wasn't even in your vocabulary.
You even spell demure.
Yeah. How do you spell it?
Right. I'm dyslexic. Don't even try.
Okay.
G-E-M.
Yeah.
You are.
Well done, Johnny. Yay. Oh, I'm really proud of you.
See, I struggle to like visualize the words.
Just take your time
in my head. And also I just spelling. Anyway, we'll unpack that in another episode.
It's fine.
For now, yeah. But
we got you.
One thing that I actually would like to leave in 2024 is English. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I like to leave the whole English language in 2024. Because it's been battling me. I've been battling this language for...
sounds like a you problem,
How many years? Yeah, and I'm leaving it in 2024. You asked me why I'm leaving in 2024.
Oh, okay.
English. So whatever I'm speaking today, whatever variation of the variations that I speak comes in 2025, I want everybody to bear with me because I'm leaving English in 2024. Yeah, thank you.
Right, he's leaving English. Well, I'm going to keep speaking English, Barry.
Right.
Maybe mixed with a bit of Yoruba. You don't know. Yeah, but you don't understand that either.
English. Because I find myself fighting English every single day. People will ask me a simple question. I can't even explain myself what I'm doing.
Do you think you need a bit of support from me?
I think it's capitalism. This is getting too much for me. I think there's a lot going on. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot going on. As a 20-something-year-old trying to figure out my life, do you know how fucking, like, I like to visualize my head space right now as like a big mansion with so many different rooms. You guys want me to figure out what's going on in the real world, but in my head, I've lost my phone in like room number 37.
What the hell?
I don't even know where it is. I think maybe I need to go to room 40 to find it.
Right.
And I'm just running around in my head and like it's hard to be present. In this moment,
success is in your DNA.
Right,
you've got it.
Success is in my DNA. Yeah, I'm affirming that. But right now, I'm lost in the mansion in my head.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I'm trying to downsize, move to a new property, and figure out some mindfulness. Less is more and type B. But yeah, I'm living.
Being mindful, being demure. What's the other one?
You'd see.
Yeah. What the hell is a cutesy?
You know, it's just like, you know, look, a little cupcake. You know, it's very cutesy. Very like
cute. A cupcake. Go to Lola's cupcake.
Exactly. Then. Very cutesy. You know, for your birthday, shout out to Lola's Cupcakes. Hopefully you guys can sponsor us.
Yes, please. Because I do like a cupcake.
Let's get into that.
Yeah. But another thing I want to leave behind. Oh, this irked my soul now. I'm gonna say something. Don't make no funny comment.
I won't say anything.
Okay? I was at the barbershop the other day. Right. I was at the barbershop the other day, and on the TV in the barbershop was them. Right. I'm trying to stop my Nigerian accent from coming out. Popping balloons.
Popping balloons.
Do you know them videos? I hate, with a capital H, those videos. They irk my soul because I'm literally like, you're signing yourself up for some mental trauma and to be dissed and for your, what's the word? For your self-esteem to be in the gutter. First of all, nobody's going to pop no balloon for me. Because I just let you know, you're not meant to be with me. Because God got me. You get me? But those videos are a disaster. And it's now getting worse because even like before it used to be like just a normal video with like Americans or whatever. But now like Nigerians are doing them and Ghanaians and Ugandans and all and Zambians and everybody is doing it. And I'm literally like, what is this? And the balloons just be popping. I've got a headache even thinking about the video because I can just hear the pops. And imagine now the guy or the girl is afraid of, you know, the people that are afraid of like balloons popping.
Right.
Then what are you going to do? The person's going to be screaming there looking like a, you know.
But why would you come on the show? You knew we was going to be popping balloons out here. So why like...
Yeah, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Popping balloons to then go around and just get insulted.
Right.
I don't know. What do you think about that?
I mean, personally, I kind of think it's entertaining.
You find them entertaining? Of course you do.
I'm not going to lie. I was watching the Jerry Springer. There's like a Jerry Springer documentary on Netflix right now. I haven't finished
it. There is? Yeah. Is it good?
I'd say check it out.
Oh, Jezza, may he rest in peace.
Wait, sorry?
Jezza.
Who?
Jerry Springer.
He died?
He's dead.
Fuck. Guys, I mind my business so
hard. Oh God, you didn't know he was there?
Like in my head, I was like, it was a Jeremy
That's a big
Kyle.
moment of 2024.
What? Somebody died. I knew somebody died. Sorry, guys.
Jeremy Kyle's not dead.
He's like the show got cancelled. Someone died. There's too much.
Oh yeah, people died. Some people that came on the show died, and the producer died on Jeremy Kyle.
Right.
But Jezza Springer, the OG, he's dead.
Right. So Jerry Springer's dead. Okay, rest in peace to.
I do like him though. Yeah.
He was doing his
Jerry.
Yeah. That was a lot of like, I think, because in the sorry for hitting the mic, guys, but in the documentary we find out that Michael Jackson. I was gonna say Michael Jackson.
Mike Tyson?
English.
Mike Tyson.
Hey, in the documentary,
Michael Jackson did.
Let me just take a little.
In the documentary.
Let me just take a little nap right now. That's the one thing I decided to do this year. I decided to fight English back.
Okay.
Every time English decides to fight me, I'm gonna fight it back. Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys better be patient with me this year.
Power to me,
power to the people, power to my
the language.
Vocabulary. Let's get into some books this year. Hopefully, let's leave some ignorance behind.
I don't even read books because I know I struggle a little bit.
Right. And you're on the podcasts because
I have opinions.
Right.
And I can talk. I can read, by the way, just putting it out there. I just don't feel like I read very well.
As a teacher, as a master, you know, I don't have any degrees, so I should shut up. I should actually keep quiet.
Okay, so rest your gums and don't make an opinion. Yeah, because I got here.
As a person with no degrees, I have no degrees.
It's fine, but you're talented and you're capable and you're educated in loads of
ways. And we're not going to... Right, cool.
You just don't have a certification.
Exactly.
But it's fine. I'm here to support.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Teamwork. All right. That's my friend. What was I going to say again?
You're fighting English.
I'm fighting English. Before I was fighting the English, though, we were talking about...
Something you'll leave behind in 2024.
Anyway, let me refer to the notes quickly.
He's got some notes.
Quickly. I have some notes.
I bought an iPad, guys.
Congrats.
I was... To be honest, I was with I bought an iPad, guys. So we're gonna edit that.
Right? Yeah. Be mindful of the edit. If you want to redo the intro, even at the end, you can put it at the front. Yeah. Don't worry. That's okay.
I bought an iPad, guys, and I think I got it. out of peer pressure. It wasn't peer pressure from anyone. It was peer pressure from myself.
Right.
Because basically I saw it and the lady was like, oh, only £11 a month. And I was like, £11 a month for an iPad. What do I need an iPad for? Who knows? But guess what? I'm using an iPad for the podcast. And £11 a month, knowing good and damn well that I'm just going to pay it outright next month. So I just paid £11 for Vibes. And now I'm just going to pay £350 just to cover the whole thing.
I like that though. I think I don't like buying things anymore because my iPad I bought it the same way as you did, like just little month by month. Yeah. But I like being able to own something and just have it. So like I'm from this point on, I will be doing such. But one thing I wanted to leave in 2024 is expectations.
Expectations.
I think expectations build this mountain for me. That makes me just not take action.
Okay.
Because I'll be expecting like it to be so hard, or I'll be expecting things to go well, or I'll be expecting, I'll be holding myself to other people's
expectations.
I'll be holding myself to other people's expectations. These buzzballs, I'm not gonna lie, they buzzing me a little bit. They buzzing me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, let me take a breath.
You like them though?
But I like them. Like, shout out to buzzball.
Bro, the fact that you've done a buzzball and a half.
Why are you spilling the beans like that?
My bad.
Please.
Well, it is on camera.
Yeah, I know, guys. You can see all of the mess, but it's what it is. It's real. It's natural. It's raw. I'm not looking for a future employer, but like, if you're watching,
Buzz.
Anyway, we'll cut this out in the edit because I'm talking too much shit. Okay, cool. But yeah, expectations. I think expectations they lead to, for me personally, adding a lot of pressure, and I think. Sometimes I just need to free myself from the pressure that I feel to do things. I'm quite an anxious person. Yeah. Just naturally. And I'm not afraid to say that. I think at one point, like, when you admit things about yourself, sometimes you might feel a little bit of resistance or tension in your body. But like, I don't care. I am anxious. I think a lot of people are.
I think anxiety is all right sometimes. In some instances.
Elaborate though.
I think particularly when like I used to do shows and stuff, I think feeling a little bit, actually, I would say that's more nerves than anxiety. Right. I'd say that's more nerves because I feel like you care more if you're a bit like, okay, how's this going to work out? Right. If you feel a bit more pressure and then you show up and you show out when you get there. Do you get what I mean? Like even starting this, I think there was a small element of me that was a bit like, God, please let this work. Do you get what I mean? Or like I was a bit anxious about coming today. I would say I was all right coming today, but like a bit anxious about, just how we're going to approach this. But when you're there, you just kind of just get with it. So sometimes it's all right. Exactly. But if it's overwhelming you and taking over, then that's where the problem is. Yeah, that's what I think.
Exactly. No, I just think in this life, I think anxiety is a bit of a expectation, and anxiety, I think in some way they are linked because like you're kind of anticipating an outcome. Yeah. When you have an expectation, you're anticipating that things are going to go good, or you're anticipating that things are going to go bad, and like that can induce excitement or that can induce feelings of stress. Yeah. And like, I kind of want to not distance myself, but like when I'm feeling stressed or like feeling anxious, I don't want to be in a space of just thinking about things or ruminating. Yeah. I want to let those sort of feelings and thoughts sort of wash through me. Yeah. And then I take the actions that I need.
Not wallow into
it. Not wallow into it like I was doing in 2024. Not thinking and overthinking like I was doing in 2024, not thinking I need to do and have and be and have everything that, everything together. Yeah. To just take the first step. Yeah. And I think in so many different quiet, silent ways I did take steps towards like Can We Connect, which is the show I'm building. And so in so many different ways, I think the universe has sort of acted in a way to support me. Like even this is all practice for me when I finally decide to get off my ass and
Is this your first piece of like long form content?
I think this is my first piece. No, actually, that's a lie. That's a big lie. However, this is my first sort of like long form content in a official podcast space.
Okay, yeah.
That true? Yeah, that is true. Because there's lighting, there's 3 cameras. I've done my own sort of makeshift stuff in the past. Yeah. However, I've never done something like this, and so like I'm excited to see how this comes up and how I evolve over time as we review the content and we look back and we're like, oh, this is what we did, this is what we didn't do. Maybe I was a little bit too tipsy because I have not eaten properly, and I'm feeling quite.
Wait, you didn't eat nothing today?
No, I ate breakfast. So
it's 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm feeling good, but at the same time, Lord be with me.
Lord be with you.
Lord be with me.
So we're at the end, right? How do you feel like the first episode went? Or should we talk about this in the next one?
Should we talk about what?
How you feel the first episode went in the next one?
We'll talk about the recap?
Yeah.
Like in the recap. I mean, yeah, I think that's more appropriate. I think maybe we should do an outro right now.
Okay, so yeah. Thanks guys for watching. I think that's how we're going to end it. Right. I think that was good.
Yeah, just a little quick little warm up.
Yeah, that was a good warm up. Yeah. I think that was good. I'm actually really happy we did this. And I'm really happy we're starting 2025 off with progress and effort. And it's only going to go up. The only way is up. Yeah. For Jesus. Right. I'm joking. So, thanks, guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see more of the recap, try and follow us, okay? At Manny TV, I think, 01. I don't know what my at is.
Wow.
Try and follow us. On screen. It'll be on screen. Right. And I will hopefully learn the ads. And I know yours, though.
Right.
369.
Right.
Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. So follow me at 369. So that is, you spell out 3, and then it's SX, and you spell out 9. Really simple. And then also, if you want to follow me on the show I'm building called Can We Connect, it's can_we_connect. And what we're going to be doing over there, hopefully, as I, refine my ideas, is we are going to be exploring the human experience, talking a lot about perspectives, talking a lot about understanding different perspectives, and trying to figure out how we can bridge those gaps by, I guess, storytelling and showing you guys loads of different ways to see one thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and share this with your friends if you feel like it was a video that you connected to. And also, be remembering. It's
nice.
our first time ever doing something of this sort. And
together as well.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Our relationship is very new. Like we've just only
last
recently.
Year.
Last year we only met, I think maybe July. And
yes.
July we met, and so like we haven't really connected much. But with time and in time, we'll fall into it, and things will fall into place. So guys, thank you for sticking along. And also, big up you guys. It's 2024.
Fun.
We are going to do a lot of things this year. And even if we don't do a whole lot of things, remember the little things. I think this is one thing I want to say before we go, is it's, people think that life happens in these grand moments. But life really happens in these tiny little steps that we take every single day. Whether or not the decision to, whether or not you decide to wake up and scroll on your phone, or wake up and, just start your day and maybe go to the gym or do something that will fill you up or fill up your cup. It's in the little things, in the daily things. It's not in the big things. So guys, take your vision off of the macro. I know we want all these macro, big goals, visions, money, success, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But at the same time, we need to focus on what are we doing every single day to get ourselves to that point. So yeah, run over. Thank you guys for watching, and follow Can We Connect, follow 369, and follow Manny
_ the Manny on Instagram. Boom.
Manny,
and subscribe to Manny TV.
There we go.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's a wrap. We out. That was the recap. Peace.
That was good. That was really good.